were you supposed to do?
I was supposed to not laugh and keep a straight face.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm like, that's not me. I'm a fucking giggle. I saw somebody at work sleep, and we was about to take a picture of him, and before we could even take the picture, my ass giggled and woke his ass up. I'm a
Really?
giggler. Yes, I like. I be laughing a lot. I'm happy, shit. The fuck. But when you go out, like I said that. But when we went out that time, like he wasn't dressing to match me, so like the waiter might not even thought that he was like my person. Like he could have just
Nah,
thought I
that
was.
way, your waiter
He,
was being. You know how I know your waiter was being disrespectful because he stood behind homie to do it. If he didn't think y'all was together, he'd have done it in his face. Nah, I ain't going with that one. Let's call a spade a spade. He was being disrespectful.
but he could even said it wasn't that serious based off how dude dressed. Like he could be like, oh, like they going out, she dressed up and she all together. This nigga got no sweatpants t-shirt. Like what the fuck going on? So I feel like a part of that is appearance based on like how he appeared because he wasn't dressing to match me, so it didn't look like we were on a date. And that's the same situation I'm talking about when he said like I was dressed up and I said he was about to pick up an order. Like I was about to eat in a restaurant and he's about to pick up an order.
So let me
Like
ask you a question. After that experience, did he start dressing up when y'all went out, or did nothing change?
the next time we went out, he did dress up.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
He put a little bit more effort into what he will wear. But before he didn't, and like I said, you gotta match the person that you with. Even when girls go out, or even like when people go and doing things in group activities, they dress similar. Like they dress like they together.
I try not to. That like I'm gonna be honest with you. I've had friends that would like I would come pick them up. We get ready to go somewhere. They would see what I had on and then want to go change clothes. And I was just like, yeah, that I don't
Same
like
here,
that.
same here. Yeah, I don't like people that do that shit.
Nah.
But I don't mean dress. Don't wear my outfit. Like nah, that's
You
too
gotta
far.
dress
But
for occasion.
No, not
like
wear your outfit, but try to dress better than you. You know what I'm saying? Like just what I mean, on some competition shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's some high school shit. Who
that's
does that
different.
at this age?
Oh, niggas do that right now. That's why you gotta meet them at the venue. You know what I mean? Fuck that shit.
Really? I thought it was just
You know?
women that. Okay.
Hold on, you breaking up again, H&M. Your audio is bonkers.
Nah, but I feel like a little coordination is needed. But don't like if somebody trying to go home and outdress you, that's you doing too much. Like, but that's the insecurity within them. Like they can't, they not confident in what they got on because they seen you was up there.
Yeah.
They was like, clearly, I need to step my shit up.
But see, but the problem is one thing like I don't like I don't know. I come across sometimes women who don't have their own identities, and they are the worst kind of women to engage with, to be honest. Like, you be trying to
Those
give
are the
them a chance. Go ahead.
I said those are the women that I don't like. The
Yeah,
ones that
because
don't like you.
they to me I feel like they're dangerous, and what I'm describing is like we were friends from like high school through college through like our early 20s, and I think my early 30s is when I cut her off. Um, but yeah, when we would go out, she would call me up and be like, "What are you wearing?" And my dumb self would just be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna wear X, Y, and Z." And the next thing I know, when I go to pick her up, she got on that exact outfit, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like that is so weird. That is the weirdest energy to me, and it took me like a couple of times to her pulling that for me to be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna tell her something completely opposite." And then when I show up to pick her up, I'm looking at the look on her face, and she was pissed. Like, bitch, we ain't twins. What are you doing?
See,
I don't know.
I like people that even like trying to dress like that. That would turn me off. Like I like women with their own identities because your how you dress is your self expression. So like
Yes.
once people that you're confident in that, I can tell that you're probably a more secure person versus somebody that doesn't have that level of self expression to be able to dress like how they dress like them and not dress like me. Like have your own self expression where everything comes. You know,
It's
yo,
not
yo,
often, but when you come across it, that's some weirdo energy. And then, like DJ said, you'll come across people who want to make sure that they the flyest in the group, and have at it. Like I don't care. It's not that deep for me, but just don't like copying my style. Copying, you could never be a better version of me than me. I hate it when people do that.
absolutely. And, you know, you gotta put your
The
own sauce
thing,
on it. And I appreciate other. I like the little weird sauce. Like I like the girls that dress like
Mhm.
all and shit like that because that shit spark new creative ways that I can put on. I can do my thing. And I'm like, damn, like
Right.
that look kind of good. Like I can add that type of element into what I wear and make it my own. Like, or you know, somebody that's a little bit more earthy or bohemian dressing,
Right.
like
And
somebody that's got like an urban style.
I like celebrating the individuality. Like you being you authentically is fucking dope. Don't change it. Like now you out here trying to be something you're not, and it don't even come off right. It comes off cringy.
And then I can call you and be like, bitch, we wear red tonight. And I know when I call my bitches up and we wear red tonight and they all got their own motherfucking identity and style, that when we all pop out, we all gonna look like individuals, even though we still coordinated. They not gonna be dressed like me because I don't dress like them. But we all gonna
You
be,
said
we got colors on.
you
I can
walked
say
in the
like,
club on your Destiny's Child shit. Y'all look like a girl band.
right, we look like a girls group. We together with it, but we not the same. But we y'all can tell that we here together.
That's funny. I find that funny. That's funny.
That's literally how me and my friend used to go out. My friend, she's skinny and she taller and I'm shorter and I'm more curvier. And she used to put her little outfit on and I would put my little outfit on and we would coordinate together and we would go out and we would have fun. And it wasn't me copying her or her copying me. It was just like, she had her style with it. I had my style with it. And it was cute. But we don't need to be dressed. You don't need to look like twins or triplets or quadruplets. We don't need all that.
Okay, let me ask y'all. Since I have DJ on the panel and H&M on the panel, I don't know how long you were here to watch DJ. How much of the topic you actually caught, but this stream is basically about how nice guys and nice girls basically feel entitled because they live their lives a certain way. They feel like they're supposed to have a certain outcome, and then feel a level of resentment when they don't achieve that. Do
Mm.
you agree with that concept, or do you have a counter opinion to it?
When you said nice, because I don't really think most people are really nice, but I want to know like what you mean, like nice, like in like being nice to people, or like a goody two shoe. Like I'm trying to figure out what you mean by nice.
I mean,
Like
the
I think
stereotypical,
like
I call myself a nice guy, nice girl, the people who walk around proclaiming that, and that is the um, way they lead with their personality. I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice
I do
girl. Like,
think I do think people like that definitely feel entitled because they think they did it the right way and they supposed to get the outcomes that they was promised that they would get if they move that way, you know what I'm saying?
hmm
And they grow up to be a little bit resentful, especially the other people who ain't live that way, you know what I mean?
yeah, if you see
and I
somebody who
think that
didn't do, I'm sorry, go ahead, H&M. Then I'm gonna chime in after you.
all right. I think that entitlement just being I think
Yeah,
that
what are y'all
entitlement kind
cutting?
of comes I'm breaking up, but let me make this quick. That
No,
entitlement comes from
both of
being
y'all was
taught
breaking up
false
just now.
narratives. Oh, can you hear me now?
Okay. Yeah, yeah. You
Can you hear?
said from being taught false narrative. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, being taught false narratives. Do everything right and good things will come to you. When in reality, you could do everything right and still get bare ball, half-ass looking results. So we learned the hard way. Life ain't guaranteed anything. You could be the good guy, but still get bad results. You could be that good guy, but still your woman leaves you for the bad guy, or the good woman and her man leaves her for the bad girl. So
But what
being
but
nice
what
or
y'all
being
think
good
good?
doesn't guarantee good results. Just saying. But go ahead.
when you say good, like what do you mean though? How is that? Just because you follow the rules, that don't mean you. There's a lot of shitty people that follow all the rules. Like
That's
Right.
what
what
I
are we
mean.
meant?
That's what I mean. The person who follows all the rules, does everything right, and still get bare bone results.
Oh yeah, I could see why they would be resentful though, because they can't get back that time that they was following all the rules. That, you know what I'm saying? That shit is gone. So
And
I
I,
could see
I
somebody resenting that shit.
I was saying that, there's a superiority that comes with the people. Hey, Sherelle, welcome in. Appreciate you coming through. There's a superiority that comes with some of these people who label themselves quote unquote good, or the nice person, or having done it the right way. Like I hear people say that a lot. I did it the right way. I did it the right way. And so it's almost like you set yourself on a pedestal, like a hierarchy, where you feel better than the people who didn't quote unquote do it the right way, or follow the way that you think they should have. And then don't let this person have succeeded you in any part of life. Now you really got the phone face.
Mm, yeah,
So yeah, that was part of what we discussed earlier. And then I also said that,
I see
you
that
know,
on.
go ahead, I'm sorry.
I see that online with a lot of content creation, right?
Hmm.
There's people who got their degrees and all of these doctorates and PhDs and all of that shit, right? But
Hmm.
they come online and they see high school dropouts having a bunch of people interested in what they're saying or subscribe to them or viewing them or whatever. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? And some of them they feel that they resent that shit. And I think let me say this. I'll bring up JP, right? I just
Okay.
want to JP. There's people. I be joking on people telling them that they're jealous of JP, but some of them actually are, and I be wanting to snap them out of that shit because the how he's doing, you don't want to do that shit. You know what I mean? The
Hmm.
thing that you do is gonna get you a different result than the thing that he did. So a lot of times we gotta just look in our own plate. If you cook cabbages, why is you looking over and them people that cook steaks? You should just go and cook you some steak then, because you just hating on the steak when you's the one that decided to cook cabbages. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what the problem is, for the people who feel like they did it the right way, they're supposed to have it all. I should be able to get whatever I want no matter what I cook. I did it the right way. I followed the damn steps.
Not, but nothing don't work like that. You can't have oxygen and carbon dioxide. You know what I'm saying? You gotta breathe out some. You gotta breathe out something and breathe in something. So there's no way that having it all shit is an illusion. Sure, you could have most, but you can't have everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. To me, it makes sense. The other part of what we discussed was the whole, like, what I find in like the whole nice guys or the nerdy guys and the nice girls or more nerdy girls is they don't tend to congregate to each other. What I find a lot of times is, um, the nice guy, quote unquote, is often looking for a woman outside of his like league or outside his caliber, and the same thing goes for the nice girl. She's looking for, the fuck boy or the player type or whatever. And to me, both of them are trying to tame somebody, um,
Mm,
out of ego. Like the nice girl or whatever, she wants to turn this player from a player into a husband or a single, like a monogamous man, right? Like he was with all these girls before me, and then when I got with him, I turned him into an honest man. It's ego. And I feel like it's the same on the men's side. But you go ahead.
now I think you're right about that shit. Cause a lot of dudes, the type of women they be running after is not the women that's in their lane. Like down here in Atlanta, they be having this shit named well, I don't know the name. It had like a bunch of conventions where people be dressing like
Comic Con.
anime character Comic
Yeah.
Con. They dress like different comic book characters and shit, right? And they be having some baddies up there. You know what I'm saying? They be having some. It's just that they just dress like they on some comic book shit, but they be bad. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think I think if them dudes congregate more with people with like interest, they'll run into somebody with like interest that's attracted. Like I do believe that people should date in their own lane, but you
Mhm.
still gotta date somebody you attracted to. Cause physical attract like different lanes don't got like a physical type. Cause in the nerd lane is good looking and is bad looking. In people who's in the streets, there's good looking, there's bad looking. People who's in college, there's good, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna find a good looking person in your lane. But I do think it's better for people to date within their lane. That way they don't gotta try to change each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. What do you guys think? I think Tiff might have stepped away. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, she stepped away for a second. Brownie, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here. We talking about the entitlement of people thinking that they deserve compensation for work that they put in or that
Yes.
they claim. It reminds me of like people that like think that they degrees make them something when they like just because they have a degree and they think that they automatically should be successful because they went through school and they sat there and they put in the work and they achieved those accomplishments, that accomplishment of getting that degree versus the
Mhm.
person that didn't get any degree, that barely graduated high school, that hopped out and became successful. And then they look and they like, oh, like I got the degree. I did all of these things. I should be successful when there's no path. There's no one path to success. Like, so you have to do what you need to do. You got to stay in your lane. What is your lane?
Right. You
Right.
could you could get college degrees and then know you're working for a college dropout that own a business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what? I think in those cases, those people would work for them, but still look down on them. Like not even
And they
trying to be funny, but like how many times have you? I've worked at places before where somebody came in brand new, sized my boss up, and decided that the boss really like I'm smarter than you, I'm better than you, I'm more educated than you, I should be where you are. You really don't deserve your position, type of thing.
And that
I've
and that's why they're not a business owner. When you
mm,
when you overestimate yourself or underestimate everybody else, you're gonna run into some shit that is your own fault. You know what I mean?
hmm
Just because you got degrees don't means you got the some people they play it safe. They don't got that bravery to roll the dice. Cause a business owner, you gotta roll the dice because if your business is fucked up, you're gonna gotta take a loss. But if you get fired from a job, you could get another job or go on unemployment. It's not gonna be that big of a loss. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So the nature of somebody who's playing it safe and going to school and getting a job where you could get a guaranteed pay, that is not necessarily the same mindset you need to have to be a business owner. Because you got to be able to roll the dice. Oh, let me upscale. I might lose bread ups because I gotta invest to upscale. You know what I'm saying? I might not even make a profit. You know what I'm saying? It's more like betting on yourself. There's like people who's like self-taught or people who's on like YouTube watching tutorials. Them is the people that got like a more like business owner mindset than the person who just want it played safe and have that safety of a guaranteed check. You know what I mean?
Do you? I find though there are a lot of people who think that they're more qualified for leadership than what they really are.
I think so too. I think so too. I think having I because any position that I'm in, I know how to play my part because like my dad, I'm raised by my dad when him and my mom was split up. You know what I'm saying? Like my folks, like they cool now, but but
Hmm.
yeah, but my dad, he never tried to treat me like if I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm nothing, but I always still got to remember like he's the man. Like I'm not, I'm a man, but I'm not the man until I move on and get my own spot and my
Right.
own motion. And now I'm the man. So I know how to maneuver without stepping on his toe. Like me and my dad, like don't get me wrong, we had a bunch of different shit in the past, but nothing too crazy. Just because like I even got older brothers and see how they move with my dad. So that even helped me too. Like we all moved a certain way where he's the man, but we all still men. Cause I got like four brothers. You know what I mean?
Hmm. I mean, it's a respect level. I think, like until they're ready to pass the torch or the baton on, I don't know.
To me, some people be insecure about passing the baton, but I think when people feel respected, they don't be scared to pass the baton on. Like I'm
Or if,
pretty sure.
or if they can trust that you're gonna handle, like if they trust your leadership behind them, if they know they gave enough into you where you are going to run it and not run it into the ground, maybe.
Probably.
I'm sorry. What else was you getting ready to say? I didn't mean to cut you off.
I can't even remember. We just chopping it up. I can't remember what I was gonna say. But I do agree that like let's say I had a family business
Hmm.
and I see that some of my kids ain't as responsible as one kid, I'll be more inclined to leave it in the responsible kid name and let the rest of them just be able to gain from it. That way I know the responsible kid is gonna govern the business how I would have governed the shit.
I think that was something that came up in the last stream that we did about how people will start a business for like generational wealth and then
Mm.
pass it on to their kids, and the kids be so money hungry that the first thing they want to do is sell it off or
So
break up the company and ruin
yeah,
the whole legacy of what the parent was trying to like build.
I mean if you don't bill it, you probably ain't really care about it that much. Oh shoot, I'm tripping. Yeah,
What's wrong?
I need to reschedule this shit.
Can I
Um,
do a show and tell with y'all? Because I'm excited and I want to
can,
talk about
can,
something just for a
can you
brief
do a
moment.
what?
The show and tell.
Sure.
Okay. So I was chilling today and I dropped my daughter off with her aunt. And why her aunt gave me this wonderful Chanel bag right here.
Oh
Hold on. Let me
shit.
put you. Let me put you on the big screen. Can
She
I? How
look
do I do this?
And why,
bedazzled, you know.
and why is this vintage Chanel and worth $8,000?
Oh damn. You about to sell it.
No, she made me promise not to sell it, so I'm not. I can't
Oh,
sell it. But
Can y'all
I
see
was
it good? Am I? She's on
I
the
could
right.
see it a little bit. It look a little bit
It's blue. You gotta focus your
pixelated.
camera.
It
hold
look,
on.
you know,
You gotta
I
get it
gotta
to
clean my.
focus.
it do look fancy though. It do look fancy.
That's what's
Oh, it's so
up. All
pretty.
right.
I love a come up. I love a free come up.
That's what's up.
I love a free. I be feeling love, especially when I get nice gifts. I feel love, and I'm like, I was just looking up a bunch of stuff on it.
I'm with it. When is let me see, when is Father's Day?
A couple of next week. You got a
Damn.
week. It's
Oh,
next
okay.
Sunday.
Yeah, I need to get my pop something.
I gotta get my dad something too. My dad talking about I owe him for last Father's Day, and I owe him for his birthday, and I owe him for this Father's Day.
Damn, your pops be keeping a whole he got a whole ledger, you know what I'm saying? Shit is
I was like,
crazy.
all right, I got you.
You kind of like a daddy's girl. You grew up with your dad.
I didn't grow up with my dad and my mom split when I was young, but
But like you grew up having a relationship with him though.
no, no. My mom moved back to Virginia, and my dad had us for like 1 or 2 years, and maybe like 1 or 2 summers in between me being in second grade and me graduating high school.
Mm.
But as an adult, we've built our relationship where we solid and we cool. So most of the work, like most of like the bond and all of that stuff, happened after I became an adult. It honestly happened after I had my daughter. So he was able to put aside like all of the differences and be able to like I rock with my dad.
Is it because he was able to be a grand? Because I feel like your parents are way different people as grandparents than they are as parents.
No. First of all, my dad had when I was pregnant, his girlfriend had just gave birth, so he had a newborn, and then shortly after I had my daughter, he had a baby on the way. My little brother is 4, so he's still very much dad mode. But I think he realized like that he wasn't there, like with me growing up, and that was like a contingency on it because he wanted to like for him, like for his perspective as like a dad, like he wanted to be there, but my mom moved all the way to Virginia, and he wasn't there. And my mom did things to like kind of block him from not being around. Like he couldn't have our house phone number and things like that.
Oh
So for him,
no, Brownie! Not you saying your mama kept him away from his
Your
children.
mom
They go.
had your foot on his neck. There, you gotta delete this stream. You gotta delete it.
he wasn't on child support either, but
Mm.
he just, like he couldn't call the house, and it was certain things to where it was difficult for us to deal with that. And from his perspective as a father, he like I wanted to be there and I wanted to do all of these things, and I was sad, and it affected me this way. And I'm like, bro, but like we, our final like argument about this was like I need him to realize and to admit that regardless of not on what he might have wanted or what he desired, that he was not there. And my reality is that he wasn't there, regardless of all of the other shit. Like regardless of what you want and the grief that you felt and how sad you felt, I grew up without you. And once we were able to get through that hump to where he was able to recognize like regardless of how I felt, she still grew up without me, and that's her reality. We were able to move past it. Now he show up, and he always show up, and we cool. I got an issue with him, and we were able to move past it. But we couldn't move past it with him trying to, be like, "Oh, this happened and I wasn't able to do this and this and this," because my mom didn't make it impossible either. But I need you to admit that you wasn't there.
So he took a level of accountability, which allowed you to be able to move forward with him. Is what you're saying?
But yeah, because I don't want to hear like because when my dad he used to cycle through talking about like my mom was the only woman he married.
Okay.
So when she left him and through that whole, I think that was very traumatic on him because he never did it again with any other woman, and he has children with several women, and he got a couple like 3 children with one woman, and he didn't even marry her, and they were together for over 10 years. But I think that it like kind of like they break up like kind of fucked them up a little bit. And then my mom, like she kind of just moved on, but I don't think he fully ever moved on because he would, even as an adult, like he would tell me about what happened at like what he was going through after my mom broke up with him and she left, and he was telling me how he was laying in the bed and the only thing he had in the apartment was a mattress, and how he had to stay at my grandparent. Like he told me all of this stuff, and I'm just sitting there listening. So I think it affected.
Well, we just saw that on DJs not too long ago. No, DJ, didn't we just see this? He might have stepped away.
But
I don't
then
think
See what? My fault. See what?
she's talking about her dad expressing about when her mother and him broke up, and how he was like sick and laid up in the bed, distraught over it. How he only had an air mattress in an apartment, and then how he had to kind of
Are you
stay
taking
with.
shots at them, man? That is crazy, Candy.
Um,
That's crazy.
I was playing games.
Yeah, that's
I know.
messed up.
Listen,
Like,
now you got me laughing, and I wasn't intending to laugh at it. What I'm saying is, I've heard this similar story before when a man is going through a major breakup. You just made me laugh.
I ain't gonna hold you. When you go through a breakup, you'll be stressed because you'll be mad, but you still be having feelings for the chick, and but you just still mad. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why a lot of niggas just try to get some pussy to wash away the hurt. You know what I'm saying? Damn.
Hold on, you muffled now, DJ. Like you getting muffled.
You say what?
Last thing I said you're muffled now. The last thing I heard was get some pussy to wash away the hurt.
No, I'm saying that's why some guys try to get some pum pum to wash away the pain, so they don't gotta go through that heartache and think about all of that
the
crazy
heartache's still
shit.
gonna be there after the pum pum.
Yeah, it's just
It ain't
temporary.
the pum
It's like taking
pum.
a pain. Yeah, it's temporary. It's a temporary.
It's like you want a good burger and you got to get McDonald's. Like that shit ain't suffice.
Okay.
I'm just
You still
pitching
want
solutions. I'm just pitching. I don't got all the answers. I'm just pitching out.
my
Did you
dad.
just did you just compare some poom poom to a McDonald's cheeseburger brownie? Is that what I heard?
Yeah,
Well, they both
Ooh.
taste good. Both taste
because
good
if
at least.
you want a burger, like let's say you want a burger,